Alex Pereira just knocked out Jiri Prochazka at UFC 303 and proves again why he is the face of the UFC right now. Alex Pereira was dominant the entire fight, drops Jiri at the end of the first round, and then finishes him off, at the end of the second round. In this video, we will recap Alex Pereira's win over Jiri and discuss what's next for his career. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get into it. What a fight by Alex Pereira. Many people thought, Alex Pereira was going to go in here, do exactly what he did the first time, knock out Jiri Prochazka, and then get out. And then there were some other people thinking, you know what, Jiri Prochazka, he had the look at Alex Pereira the first time. He's going to go in here with a grappling game plan. He's going to get control of Alex Pereira, take him down, look for submissions, ground and pound, maybe 50-50 scrambles, and look for any type of striking in those exchanges. And none of that happened, except for Alex Pereira absolutely mauling Jiri Prochazka 2 times in the fight. And let's real quick just mention, Herb Dean made sure no one would complain about an early stoppage. If you recap to the Jamal Hill fight, the weird separation, he got finished, and it was too early. Herb Dean made sure Jiri Prochazka was out before he jumped in. Alex Pereira, what a guy, goes into this fight short notice, same with Jiri Prochazka, with multiple injured toes, relaxed the entire fight, and absolutely destroys Jiri Prochazka. In the first round, it started off, not slow, but very calm and methodical on Alex Pereira's part. And the one thing I will say, if you go back and watch Alex Pereira, every time Jiri is feinting, going high, going low, threatening the takedown, looking for the takedown, he's dropping his hips, he's looking for the level change. Alex Pereira is calm and stiff, and he's just waiting, because he knows when Jiri Prochazka rushes in, he's just going to light him up. And that's exactly what happened. If you go back and watch all the feint work by Jiri Prochazka, and he's going in, going low, going in, going out, Jiri's hands are still low. And when Jiri would enter and exit his range with Alex Pereira was eating him up. And the calf kicks were still there. Alex Pereira was 9 for 9 on leg kicks. So it just tells you, there wasn't really much of a game plan changed on Jiri Prochazka's part. I will say on Alex Pereira's part, he was more calm. He was more due diligent. It felt like Alex Pereira was just playing the timing game. And in the first fight, it was kind of like he was kind of initiating everything, trying to get the dance moving. In the second fight, Alex Pereira literally just waited for Jiri to rush in, and then that's how he exploited him. In the first round, Alex Pereira landing a ton of leg kicks. At the end of the first round, there's just this weird moment where Jiri, it kind of looks like he wants to go for the takedown, but he's not, but he's keeping his hands low, and he kind of bolts in, and then when he's exiting, he's waiting, and he kind of steps forward, and Alex Pereira, literally at the bell, hits him with a left hook, the hammer of all hammers, drops Jiri Prochazka. And if we're being real, Jiri was knocked out right there. I mean, they probably could have stopped it right there, and we could have saved, another year of Jiri's life right there. Jiri gets dropped with the left hook. He's stumbling. He gets up, goes to his corner, and then literally 13 seconds into round 2, Jiri, I feel so bad. He was just standing there. Alex Pereira did this beautiful left high kick, head kick, and basically his kick was basically just not a switch kick, but it was a switch footwork to a head kick. So basically, Alex Pereira, when he threw the leg kick, the left high kick, his right foot replaces left foot, and the left foot goes to the head of Jiri Prochazka. Beautiful exchange. The knockout kind of reminded me a little bit of the Rose Namajunas and Zhang Wei Li knockout of the head kick almost. Not so much where Alex Pereira was baiting it in, but literally just threw the left head kick, knocks out Jiri. Jiri getting pounded with some hammer fists on the ground. Herb Dean finally stops it, and then Jiri is out. Alex Pereira, 1 of 1. Truly, he is going to be a GOAT in the UFC. I mean, it doesn't matter who he fights next. He has literally cemented himself into the UFC as a GOAT, I think. I mean, if you look at the top 10 right now, you could argue he's top 10. He's probably the best UFC striker we've ever seen. Alex Pereira, the ability to just knock out anybody, anytime, anywhere, whether it's short notice or not, is just incredible. And I feel bad for Izzy, because Izzy is going to give his reaction to UFC 303, and he's going to be like, I saw that coming, not really timed well. Izzy, man, I beat that guy one time. Remember that bar scene? It seems like Israel Adesanya, his dream, what he was supposed to make out to the UFC, Alex Pereira has just stolen, and it was really his story to tell, Alex Pereira, 1 of 1. I posted on the community lines on YouTube, who should Alex Pereira fight next? And some people think it's John Jones. Some people think it's Tom Aspinall. Some people think it should be the trilogy with Izzy. Have Izzy come up to light heavyweight after he fights DDP, do the trilogy with Izzy. And the majority of people think it should be Magomed Ankalaev. This is very interesting because it seems like Magomed Ankalaev doesn't really have a lot of steam behind him. He hasn't really, built up a lot of wins that were very impressive that say you deserve a title shot. Obviously, there's nobody else right now in the light heavyweight picture that should fight for the belt except for Magomed Ankalaev. But it kind of seems like Alex Pereira, man, he's taken a short notice fight at UFC 295. Pretty short notice for UFC 300, short notice fight for UFC 303, and has just finished his last 3 opponents in amazing style. You kind of have to give this guy what he wants. I don't know if Alex Pereira wants to fight in the light heavyweight division anymore. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he wants to build up some defenses, but if Alex Pereira wants to fight at heavyweight, give him a chance. Let Curtis Blades, Tom Aspinall play out. See how that fight goes. Let Tom Aspinall fight John Jones after that. And then at the end of the year, let's set up Alex Pereira in the winner of the heavyweight championship. Or if Tom Aspinall wants to defend his interim championship again, do it against Alex Pereira. That'd be a huge fight. A lot of people would love to see that. Do that for December of this year or early of 2025. Amazing fights. Alex Pereira, 1 of 1. And the biggest thing you got to take away from this, Alex Pereira went to this fight injured, broken toes. And the fact that he was still balanced in his striking, the fact that he was still moving fine. At the end of the fight, he was like messing with his toes, like relocating them back where they're supposed to be. But Alex Pereira, the fact that he is so technical, has so much power, is coming into these fights late notice with really no real training camp, injured, and just blowing through the ranked light heavyweight division. It's just insane. Props to Alex Pereira. I would love to see him fight in the heavyweight division. I think he deserves it. If you go back and watch my last video, I predicted he was going to knock him out. If he wants to be the real face of the UFC, let him fight in heavyweight, and he will take over what a lot of people can't do. Give him a chance at 3 belts. You don't know what can happen. It'd be very fun to see, but Alex Pereira, without a doubt, proved so many people wrong. The knockout was amazing. And Jiri Prochazka, man, I feel bad for him. Let him take off some time, a year at least. Let him take a year off, get him back into the picture, maybe fight Jamal Hill, and let's see what Alex Pereira can do in the heavyweight division. I would like to see that a lot. That was my little recap of UFC 303. Alex Pereira, by far the best striker the UFC has ever seen, and possibly a top 10 UFC GOAT. From just what he has overcame and gone through, and the people he's knocked out, and the little amount of UFC fights he has fought in, just incredible. Impressive. 1 of 1. We might not ever see this again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next video.